Picture this, a man, comfortably nestled in his favorite armchair, a book in hand, sunlight streaming through the window. To some, this might seem like a mundane scene, but to him, it's a source of profound joy and contentment. This is not laziness, this is a deep-seated preference for a life of quiet introspection. Psychologists call this introversion, a personality trait characterized by a preference for solitude and minimal stimulation. But introversion is not just about enjoying solitude, it's about finding meaning and energy in it. This man is not avoiding life, he's engaging with it on his own terms. And perhaps, just perhaps, there's more to his way of life than meets the eye. Ever wondered what makes him tick? Let's dive in. You possess an innate understanding of your personal energetic field, instinctively curating environments that optimize your sensory input and minimize unnecessary expenditure. This isn't a preference, it's a sophisticated form of self-regulation, ensuring your internal systems operate at peak efficiency. In the quiet hum of a well-arranged home, a man sits in his favorite armchair, a steaming cup of tea resting on the arm within easy reach. This isn't just a preference for comfort, it's a carefully calibrated environment designed to optimize his sensory intake. The chair faces a window that lets in natural light but isn't too harsh, the walls are painted in soft, soothing colors, and the background noise is a gentle, consistent hum from a small fountain in the corner. He's not just relaxing, he's regulating. This behavior aligns with the concept of sensory processing sensitivity, a trait identified by psychologist Elaine Aron, where individuals are more aware of subtle stimuli and can become overstimulated more easily. His home is his sanctuary, a place where he can control the sensory input, much like how a thermostat regulates temperature to maintain optimal conditions. This man isn't lazy, he's an energy conservationist. His body and mind are finely tuned to recognize when they need rest and when they are ready for activity. He doesn't feel guilty about staying in, he understands it's not laziness but a form of self-preservation. When he's out, he feels a slow drain, like a phone battery losing percentage with every notification. It's not just tiredness, it's a deeply ingrained understanding of his energy levels. This is similar to the idea of flow in psychology, where individuals perform best when they're in a state of balance between challenge and skill. For him, home is where he finds that balance. His home isn't just a physical space, it's an extension of his psychological needs. He's not avoiding the world, he's creating an environment that allows him to recharge and function at his best. This is akin to what psychologist Abraham Maslow called self-actualization, where individuals strive to fulfill their potential and seek out environments that support their growth. He's not a hermit, he's a man who understands his needs and acts accordingly. And when he's ready, he steps out, refreshed and ready to engage. But for now, he sits, sips his tea, and enjoys the perfect harmony of his self-curated world. You recognize the profound difference between occupying space and truly inhabiting it. Your deliberate choices about where and how you spend your time are not about withdrawal, but a powerful assertion of your internal truth against the noise of external expectations that don't resonate with your core. The act of choosing to stay at home is often misconstrued as mere presence, a passive occupancy of space. Yet, for those who truly understand this lifestyle, it is an active, deliberate process. It is akin to what philosopher Martin Heidegger referred to as dwelling, a state of being deeply connected to one's environment, as opposed to merely residing in it. This is not about withdrawal but a conscious decision to engage with the world on one's own terms. It's like a gardener tending to their plot, nurturing growth not just for the sake of it, but because they understand the soil, the plants, and the rhythms that govern them. They are not just in the garden, they are part of it, shaping and being shaped by it in a constant, dynamic interplay. This deliberate inhabiting of space is a powerful assertion of autonomy, a concept central to self-determination theory, which posits that humans have innate psychological needs for autonomy, competence, and relatedness. For those who love staying at home, this space becomes a canvas for expressing these needs. It's not about isolation, but about creating an environment where one feels in control, competent, and connected to what truly matters. Picture a home office, where every item has a purpose, where the layout is designed for optimal workflow, where the walls are adorned with inspirations and reminders of goals. This is not just a room, it's a sanctuary of productivity and purpose. Moreover, this assertion of internal truth is a form of resistance against the noise of external expectations. It's not about defiance, but about discernment. It's like a curator in a museum, carefully selecting which exhibits to display, which stories to tell. They are not ignoring the vast array of possibilities, they are choosing what resonates with their vision. This discernment is a sign of sensory processing sensitivity, a trait characterized by deep processing of information and a strong emotional and aesthetic sensitivity. It's not about being overwhelmed, but about being deeply moved and responding thoughtfully. So, when they choose to stay at home, it's not a retreat, but a stand for their truth, their values, their way of being in the world. Your engagement with the world is characterized by a deep processing of information, a capacity to hold multiple layers of reality simultaneously. This intensity, often misread by others, is simply the natural outcome of a mind that operates on a higher bandwidth, absorbing and synthesizing complex data streams. Picture a man sitting in his favorite armchair, a book in hand, eyes scanning the pages, but his mind is far from idle. He's not just reading, he's analyzing the subtext, connecting the themes to his own experiences, and filing away the information for later use. This is the hallmark of deep processing, a cognitive style where information is absorbed and internalized thoroughly. It's like he's running a complex operating system, multitasking between the literal words, the implied meanings, and the emotional undertones. This capacity to hold multiple layers of reality simultaneously is a trait often associated with high sensory processing sensitivity, SPS, a term coined by psychologist Elaine Aron. People with high SPS are like sponges, absorbing not just the obvious details but also the subtle nuances in their environment. In a bustling coffee shop, this same man might seem withdrawn, lost in his thoughts. Yet, his mind is far from vacant. He's observing the interactions between the barista and customers, noting the subtle shifts in tone and body language. He's processing the ambient noise, the clinking of cups, the hum of conversations, and synthesizing it all into a complex tapestry of understanding. This ability to operate on a higher bandwidth, as psychologist Hans Eysenck described it, allows him to gather and process vast amounts of information, even in seemingly mundane settings. It's not that he's ignoring the world around him, he's engaging with it in a way that's invisible to most. However, this intensity can be misread by others. In a lively social gathering, he might appear aloof or disengaged, when in reality, he's deeply engaged, processing the multiple conversations and interactions happening simultaneously. This is where the concept of quiet leadership comes into play. Just as some leaders lead from the front, others, like this man, lead from a place of deep understanding and insight. His seemingly passive observation is, in fact, a form of active engagement, a testament to his capacity for complex data synthesis. This deep processing, this intensity, is not a flaw or a weakness. It's a strength, a hidden power that allows him to see the world in a way that's invisible to most. And it's this power that makes him a force to be reckoned with, even if his engagement with the world is subtle and often overlooked. You understand that the richest experiences aren't always the loudest. Your ability to find profound depth and meaning within quieter, more intimate settings speaks to a sophisticated appreciation for the subtle currents of existence, a mastery of presence that allows you to witness the universe unfold from a place of centered awareness. In the quiet sanctity of his home, he sits by the window, a steaming cup of tea in hand, watching the world outside bustle in its relentless rhythm. His neighbors rush to work, children clamor on the sidewalk, cars honk in the distance. Yet, he remains untouched, unhurried. This is not laziness, but a conscious choice, a preference for depth over distraction. It's a trait that psychologist Elaine Aron might describe as sensory processing sensitivity, where the brain processes stimuli more deeply, leading to a richer internal life but also a preference for quieter environments. He's not just killing time. He's observing, absorbing, reflecting. It's a practice that philosopher Blaise Pascal might appreciate, known for his introspective nature and the quote, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." In the stillness, he finds a symphony of thoughts, a canvas of ideas. The rustling leaves, the distant laughter, the hum of the refrigerator, these are not mere noises, but elements of a symphony that he conducts with his attention. This ability to find profound depth in quiet moments is not a sign of indifference or apathy. It's a mastery of presence, a skill that allows him to witness the universe unfold in its most subtle forms. It's like he's standing at the edge of a tranquil pond, seeing not just the surface, but the depths below, the ripples, the reflections, the hidden life beneath. This is not escapism, but engagement, an engagement that requires courage, as it demands facing one's own thoughts and feelings, a concept that existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre often explored. And in this engagement, he finds a richness that no loud, crowded place can offer. It's not that he's afraid of the world outside, he's simply more at home in the world inside. As we've seen, the man who loves staying at home is not merely lazy or antisocial. He's an introvert, a deep thinker, and a master of self-care. His love for his home is not a weakness, but a strength, a sanctuary where he can recharge and grow. He's not avoiding life, he's choosing a life that fulfills his needs for autonomy, competence, and relatedness, as self-determination theory suggests. He's not running away from the world, he's running towards his true self, much like the individuation process described by Carl Jung. He's not missing out, he's choosing in. He's not lazy, he's conserving energy for the things that truly matter to him. He's not antisocial, he's selectively social, investing his energy in meaningful connections. So, the next time you see a man who loves staying at home, remember, he's not just sitting around. He's growing, he's learning, he's living life on his own terms. If you found this exploration of the psychology of staying at home intriguing, stay tuned. In our next video, we'll delve into the fascinating world of the highly sensitive person. You might be surprised to find out how much you have in common with them. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep living life on your own terms. After all, as Pascal once said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone.